first off, if you guys are new here, if you guys have never watched my show before, I talk about South Asian news. I'm the Indian Hasanabi. I'm the Tamil Hasanabi. I'm talking about South Asian news. When can I watch the next stream? Next week. Next week. I stream on weekends only. Again, I stream on weekends. I would love to stream every day. Streaming doesn't pay the bill. Hello, Sandy?
Hi, yes. Hi.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear her? Chat, can you hear her?
Hello?
Yeah. And I could get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, they can hear you. Okay. So what's the situation right now?
Yeah. Okay, so South Chennai, so the actual city, I think water is going down, but it's varying from place to place. You're having a lot of water close to the Adyar River, but apart from it, there's not a problem. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We have editors posted everywhere, but we're not really getting a response out of a lot of them, especially people who are living in the South Chennai, close to the Pallikarnai area, the marshland.
Okay.
Because I don't think they've had electricity for close to 40 hours or more. And there's also water running up to neck high from what we last heard. I have pulled some strings at NDRF and Chennai, Greater Chennai Corporation. I've escalated up to the mayor, and we're trying to get boats out there. We did get boats out to the place where I used to live. I mean, I do live. It's just that right now we have evacuated to a hotel nearby. But we probably won't be able to go to our homes safely for another 5 to 7 days, simply because there's so much water and there's so much contaminated water, and we probably won't have running water or drinking water anytime soon. Even if the water does dry up, we need to clean up, and there's huge property damage. I'm talking each apartment has maybe lost upwards of 50 cars each, like just one complex.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
So this is, and a lot of people who are even getting out at this time, they have nowhere to go, especially in South Chennai. You just don't have any public sort of spaces to go, and you don't have any public transport that can get here. Some of the roads are blocked off. You just don't know. The main road is completely dry. The main road is fine. It's no longer raining. It was I won't say sunny, but partly sunny throughout the entire day. And I can say something that the GCC is actually doing a lot of work. There's a lot of people making a lot of calls, sending out a lot of relief efforts. Some things are happening, but it's understandably very slow. In fact, where we come from, we're actually quite privileged because we were able to afford hotel rooms, and we were able to afford, get connections to actually get us these reservations. But there's a lot of people who can't do that. There's so many people who have medical emergencies. They have children at home with them. They're running out of food and water real quick. And the best thing that people can do is amplify it, because a lot of these people do not have internet. Go on Twitter, retweet everything that you're seeing. Like, just keep going at it. Tag the Chennai Corporation. Like, there's no other way we can get out of this, because if these people don't get somewhere to go safe in the next 10 to maybe in the next 10 hours or 12 hours, then we're going to start seeing people dying. And the next thing that needs to happen is pumps. We need people to like donate pumps. We need generators. We need diesel. There's not a lot of petrol stations which are running out of diesel for diesel power generators. We need a lot of resources. Like, it's less about, blankets and all of that, more so about we need generators. We need diesel generators. We need uh, diesel to be sent to the city. We need milk. We need food. We need grocery stores to open. We need pumps. We need volunteers. And we just need people to keep talking about this, because this literally can, like, if this goes out of the limelight for even a second, people are going to start dying. That is the situation we're at right now.
Okay. I've heard. So I don't know how much you know about what's going on in North Chennai. How's the situation there?
North Chennai, I can't say that I know much because I've been very focused on South Chennai. North Chennai, the thing is, it drains out quite easily because one, it's very close to the coast, and number two, it's just not. It's slightly higher than the sea level in some places. But I do know that the main city, is recovering a little bit. I know Tinagar has recovered a little bit. I know Nungambakam has recovered, but in some places are even getting electricity back. It's the South Chennai is your biggest issue. South Chennai is where like a lot of the marshland settlements are, and this is your biggest problem. Your areas which are Madipakam, Perungulathur, Medavakam, um, Shoring Nallur, Semanjeri. These are all heavy hitting spots. And these people don't have internet. These people don't have electricity. They don't have news connection. They have no idea what's going on in their areas. We do have some reporters on the ground from my workplace, but there's only so much that they can do. They're not able to get information in or out of these places.
Okay.
They need power banks as well. Like if anybody can get power banks to Chennai, or like tweet at somebody who can get power banks to Chennai by today or tomorrow, that would be amazing. But we just need this information to be out there that all of these things are needed. So maybe somebody who has the means or the power can get something done. Is that we need people to like keep talking to these people, keep putting this in the limelight. Because I swear to God, this is much worse than the 2015 floods. This is 400 millimeters of rain in every single area, in every part of the city, in a single day. That's 40 centimeters. And this is just the data that we have right now. Only when we're through to the other side of this will we even have enough data to figure out if that's an accurate number. In the last 10 days, Chennai has received over 800 millimeters of rain.
That's almost a meter of rain.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It's crazy right now. Like my family and I are very, very fortunate. One, we were able to put our car to a safe place way before any of this went down. But so many people have basically lost all means of transport. Both their car and their bike are completely underwater. Even if they do get rescued and get out, they have nowhere to go. There's no public transport. There's no Ola Uber running in the city. There's no way they can get where they need to go, or do they even know where they need to go?
Is there what kind of mitigation what kind of things could the government have done, and what should they be doing once the
I think it's a bit too early to talk about what could have been done.
Okay.
But I think what they should do right now is basically one, somehow try to get information out. Something that I genuinely thought will work as I was getting rescued out of my place today is just like maybe loudspeakers when boats are going in, because the problem is when people see boats come in, they always assume it's okay, it's an emergency for somebody else. They never assume that the service is also available to them. So if any way that the information could be relayed to people who don't have electricity or the internet should be there. Next is power banks. The GCC absolutely either needs to give small gensets that can be transported above water into homes, power banks. And next is clean water, food, cooked food, groceries, milk, maybe like milk powder for children, medicines, basic medicines like paracetamol, because so many people are catching fevers. Basic first aid should be available to them when they are rescued. Directions on where to go, like once they are rescued and brought to the main road, where do they go from there? Do they go to a hospital? Do they go to a shelter? Is there a shelter nearby? is should there be phones available to get in touch with people? There should also be like some sort of blasts of information where they say some roads are safe, some are not. Here are the roads that are safe, here are the roads that are not. We should not be going to Twitter to find this out. The thing is, GCC is doing this, but like it's very slow. So we need people to help us out. We need volunteers. In fact, we got rescued by a volunteer team. I got out. I then once I got internet and a power bank, I was then able to speak to somebody else who was then able to send the NDRF into my apartment complex. I received mentioned that there were boats there. I don't know how many people have left, if any, because they did go quite later in the evening. And at night, there's it's definitely very very dangerous because there's snakes, there's all sorts of stuff in the water, and sewage water has probably mixed with it at this point, which is very very dangerous, obviously. And we need people to pump stuff out. We need pumps. We need generators. We need diesel for those generators. We need power banks. We need food. We need water. And again, this like all parts of Chennai are affected, but South Chennai, as far as I can tell, is the worst. Is the absolute worst. I'm gonna keep retweeting everything I see about this that I can trust comes from a verifiable source. But at this point, that's all I can do right now. I can just wait for the water to go back so we can actually go back home. But
If you
even
have
if we do
anything,
go back
send it over to me. I'll boost it and I'll see what I can do.
I would just suggest just keep looking at my feed because I'm retweeting everything I can find.
Okay, I'll keep your feed open.
Yeah, I would just suggest keep looking at that. I'm gonna retweet everything I can find throughout the night. I doubt I can sleep tonight. I've not slept in 2 days. I doubt I can sleep tonight, but I'm gonna keep sending it out because this is rough. This is really really rough.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the
So
government, so the response has been decent though, right? They've been doing everything that they can.
it has. I mean, this time more than 2015, I was actually able to get in touch with people. I was able to I was able to speak directly to the person who's deploying NDRF. There are so many NGOs on ground working. I got rescued by an NGO. Uh, we have the police force actually also, you know, reaching out. They're speaking. I saw so many of them doing good work as well. It's just that information is being the issue. It's so out of control because nobody has internet, nobody has anywhere to get out. Certain places in Maripakam there's water up to like 12 feet, and they're all stuck there with pregnant women, with children, with people with you know really grave medical conditions, and there's no way for them to get out. In some places, it's the boat currents are too strong. I mean, the water currents are too strong for boats to get in. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Jesus.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go now because my phone's nearly out of charge again.
Okay,
But
go
I'm
charge
safe.
it.
I'm I'm in a hotel. I'm gonna go charge it and I'm gonna go get some dinner. It's the first meal that we've all had in I think since last night. So we are you know we are we are we're all relieved just to get here, and then we're
Is
hoping
your
once
is your
that
dad
sort of
okay? Did he come back?
yes, he did. There was a roadblock of people because what had happened is I guess a lot of the fisherman community had gone underwater, like their homes. There was a complete roadblock of them demanding for a shelter, which is fair. But then, like a lot of people who were out to get diesel, petrol, like groceries, got stuck and could not come back home for 2 hours.
Okay.
So that's how my dad got stuck, but he's fine. And yeah, we're just hoping for the best right now because we don't know when we'll be able to go back home. luckily we live on the fourth floor, so like a lot of our, I don't think anything will happen to our stuff, but a lot of people have lost, vehicles that they worked their entire life to get. A lot of people have lost, you know, a, there's so many people whose like homes are just destroyed now. And the thing is, in our apartment, the water current was so large that an entire wall just caved in. The wall that was holding back the park and the rest of, so basically we had a park and like a children's like play area, and the water current was so high that it basically caved the wall in onto the transformer and onto the pump that was pumping the water out, and that's how the entire like all the water rushed into our place.
What? I'm sorry. Something just okay, wait. There's a house that just exploded like that close to where I live. What the fuck?
Yeah, I did see that. Yes.
Like, oh my god, that's crazy. What the hell?
Mhm. Okay, Arun, I'm gonna have to go now, but I'll try and get in touch with you later again.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Get in touch with me later. All right, sounds good.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that was Sandy Storm in Chennai.